good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. I just hope it's so good, as it is always good here in the kingdom of God. Oh, well, I'm having a beautiful morning. I feel light as a feather. Kind of like this cloud nine energy has come in all of a sudden. And this reading I've been called to do is about intentions. And I keep hearing the word intentions, and I keep seeing it, and I keep feeling it. So we are going to be transmuting energies on your person's intentions, is what I feel this reading needs to be. So we're going to start with these decks here and just start opening the floor for Jehovah to come on in and say what needs to be said about this intentions energy. But it feels like it's positive intentions almost, because we feel that cloud nine, we feel the light as a feather, you know, feather conversations. Now look at this, is all discombobulated. It can't figure out which way to go. Like it's having a hard time trusting which direction, you know. Interesting, Lord. All right, we're doing a secret card, he says. This one right here. Okay, love it. I love it when he does a secret card. Okay, Lord, what's going on with this, their person's intentions, and these intentions that are, it's almost like mirroring, I feel. It's like, oh, look at this here. Let's see there. 3 of Cups in the negative. Depolarizing energy, and then 2 of Pentacles in the same. Well, right away I see 2, and right away I see 3. This is going to bring in our air. This is going to bring in our Empress energy. It's also going to bring in this Magician. It's also going to bring in the Moon. It's also going to bring in masculine and feminine. We have 2 and 3 here, High Priestess to Empress. But that Magician is right there on the inside because of the masculine to feminine. We also have 3s here because of the Cups, and then we have 4s because of the Pentacles. So 2 of 4s and 3 of 3s is what I see. So 2 of 4s tells me that this person's intending to, you know, it's kind of a, it's too good to be true. When I see 4 2x2s, I'm thinking of Noah's Ark being loaded 2x2. And then there's no third parties, you know, but this is the thing, is that it's like, it's here, 2 of Pentacles, this change in your life. There's this celebration here between the 3 powers within you to continue moving this forward with your own intentions as well. But they're depolarizing it. I wonder if it's because it hasn't been accepted yet. It's so hard to believe that this truly could be yours, and this is really the change that needs to be made. I mean, look at this here. Can you imagine having this power? This is the 3s and the 4s. The 1s and the 2s, the wands and the swords are already done. So here comes in the emotional stability, and here comes all of the potential from that, when the head and the heart can start working together. The Moon is right there too, very funny. We see the strength here. This is going to represent the Tet, and this is going to bring in the serpent. The snake is around, and it's like the balance is here between both parties to have this intentions to, no matter what happens, we're going to move forward. No matter what happens, we're going to find the emotional stability within it. Someone who can absolutely communicate, because that would be on the right backside of this card, is those swords, that air position. This is where this is coming from. This is our present position right here, is this overthinking about, is this change going to be good? We see Cups and we see Pentacles, so we're seeing 2x2. So if the Pentacles is there, then right now in our present position is that 2 of Swords. That's where we're at. Just because we can't see it doesn't mean it's not there, but we can confirm this because we feel this cloud nine. We feel this light as a feather. It's very, very balanced. Like where you would normally have anxiety, this anxiety isn't there. I really truly feel, honey, that their intentions are equal, and their intentions are definitely mirroring. And both parties are still trying to accept the fact that, yeah, this change is here for the better, for the highest good. We're going to be able to celebrate at all times. It's going to be one person for each person. It's strictly monogamous, I'm hearing. You know, this type of intentions, that's absolutely here. What else is here, Father, with this 2 of Pentacles and this 3 of Cups? I love it so much. Whoa, as it's just flying out of the floor. Sheesh. Okay, well, that's how it landed. Let's move it back over. Let's see, Lord. Oh my gosh. The Moon. Well, we've been talking about that Moon the whole time. And I love this so much too, because as we break this down, if we have this threes here, the cups, that brings in the Empress energy, the 18. 8 plus 1 is 9. So then we're going to have that internal energy to go in, which is just 2 moons, the inside and the outside to the overall moon itself. Now we also have that 8 here with that and that whole body because of that 8 there. So thank you, Father, for that confirmation. Now, if this 3 of Cups is here, we'd have to have double that in order to times that by 3. That 3 power here. So it's really just taking the intentions to believe that, you know what, this could happen. I'm no longer scared. I'm no longer going to allow my old fears, my old fear of abandonment, my own fear of rejection, anything in the past that was there before this change absolutely came. And it's choosing to not believe in that any further. So as you're setting intentions out towards this person, which is, it's clearly positive to me, it just hasn't been accepted yet. It's not the present position, but it's on its way. And it's definitely on its way. Look at that traveling right there. I love this so much too, because the moon really represents being able to honor our dark energy, being able to honor our dark feminine energy, being able to operate out of the truth within that high priestess, right? So this high priestess is coming in into this intuition, and it's almost as if like these are past lives meeting together as they've met before. It's very, very familiar. And you know, once the moon can be there, then the sun comes, but the star is right before it. And so wouldn't that balance out the whole crown? You know, like look at this here. Star, moon, star, sun, star, moon, star, sun, over and over and over within the energy and the orbiting. That would be clearly going on here because of all this chemistry. You know, we're not clearly seeing the fire or the swords because it's already been past this. So the fear is not being held into the future. And as you're moving forward with this person, because there's potential here that continues to grow, you know, there's a lot of room for emotional development here, but it's the willingness to do it. It's the willingness to want to grow and invest and being truthful and honest. You know, I see a fence here, and this fence can go back in Psalm 119 to the het, which is right before the tet, the serpent, the snake, the strength overall. This fence here is the het. It is the chariot. It is the house of communication, right? We talked about the soul recognizing each other in this mirroring, being able to absolutely understand each other, being able to celebrate and be able to be willing to move forward, because finally there's something in it for that relationship. If I do this, there's something in it for me, and it's beautiful. It's just needing to trust it to move forward and not hold the past into the future. And this fence here is this body of Christ, the way that you're going to hug yourself to your chest and hold yourself tight. This is how this energy is being held on the inside of your tower, which is 2 by 2 from here. Absolutely so beautiful. So as we're sitting in this 2 of Swords position, you know, this is going to be 2 by 2. So that tells me that there's 3 of Wands behind that 2 of Swords. So that 3 of Wands is deciding, you know what, I have a little bit of self-dominion. I'm able to move forward. And now I really know what I need to do to be able to embrace my inner intuition, follow my higher self for my highest good, and really learn what's going to bring in the security and the stability within my 4 of Wands. And my 4 of Wands is going to be that Emperor energy. So that 3 of Wands is just continuing that Empress cycle over and over and over from the very, very beginning. I love it so much. My goodness, Lord. I want to see what happens when this can come in. Lord, let's bring this down some. Right, let's move our little secret card over here, y'all. Let's move this down. I want to continue to grow. Father, let's do the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. What's this going to be investment like? It's very mutual. It's like, this is my side of the fence. I'm sitting here showing you that I'm going to give you everything I've got. This is what I have for now, but I'm willing to grow and invest with you. And are you here? Are you going to meet me at the fence? You know, are you going to meet me with communication? Absolutely. And a lot of this is intuitive thoughts too, and feelings at the same time, being able to stabilize your mental capacity within your emotional capacity, which is, you know, right here and right here. Also stemming from the Swords, which is our current position. Yes, Father, let's do the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles, relating from that 2 of Swords, please. Oh my gosh, see, look at this. Well, there's a couple here, so let's see this very first one. I love this. We called the Swords being the present position, and it's very confirmed here. However, this is this Emperor energy. This Queen will be right on the backside. Just because we can't see her doesn't mean she's not there. And both of these energies, the masculine and the feminine, both of these, your intentions, yours and theirs, they are absolutely mutual, wanting to operate out of the truth and being able to, you know, I'm ready to invest. I want to take the jump. I want to take the leap of faith, because that would come within that 2 by 2. 18, that goes to Judgment, and then 2 by 2 is going to be the Fool over and over and over, along with that World right there on the inside. And it's just continuing to make memories, I feel, and I'm hearing is thinking ahead and like how well this is. It's very compatible, there's a lot of compatibility here, very much chemistry. And this is where this is so encouraging, enlightening, because this is finally someone who's going to meet you with this communication. Your mental capacities are both going to be honored. You know, the moon was here. There could be a lot of traumas from both parties, the masculine and the feminine, and both understanding that they had to completely put the potential into themselves because of the swords right now that we're currently in, and then being able to gain the emotional stability on the inside to reflect the outside, which is right here. I really feel that both of these intentions here come from the healing heart. Both of these intentions come from, I know what that feels like. I know what that trauma is like. I know what it's like to grieve. I know what it's like to have anxiety disorder. I know what it's like to have panic attacks. I know what it's like to have depression. I know what it's like to have suicide ideation. I know what it's like to have intrusive thoughts. So for the first time, you're finally feeling heard. And this is why it's like the swords is our present energy, because it's so hard to believe. It's so hard to take in. Is it too good to be true? But how could it not be too good to be true when everything is just finally fitting together? Let's see what that next card is. Page of Wands. Well, thank you, Father, so much for that confirmation coming from that Wands into that Swords position as we continue to gain further with the Cups and the Pentacles. Father, I love you so much. We talked about that Three of Wands. Well, that Three of Wands is going to start that feminine operating system within the Wands cell house, the fence itself. So then as that continues to blossom, this Page of Wands is actually going to be a Prince of Wands and a Princess of Wands, because we have a Queen and a King. We're also going to have a Knight and a Knightess. So we have to honor these cards as they come. And so I see this as both inner children have already apologized, and now they're just working on being able to tell the truth on the inside so they can reflect it on the outside. Just because we don't see the Queen doesn't mean she's not there. The Queen is the one operating with this Princess Page of Wands, this Empress energy, which is right here. That Three of Wands leads back to this, how many cycles? Well, those cycles are going to be what's maturing to that Queen of Swords. So now what's happening is when this feminine energy can finally blend together, the potential is going to move this Cups up, because that Three of Cups is going to be able to resonate with the moon. And then this Three of Cups is going to continue to grow as this is now going to be fueling it. Well, this King of Swords is here. That means that over in the other paradigm here, there'd have to be a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles being able to now, 2 by 2, we talked about that 2 by 2, move that. So this is just the being able, it's like this grateful opportunity to be able to compromise, to be able to communicate, to know that you will be understood. And their intentions are very true. They are very true. I feel it for sure. This King of Swords with that Queen of Swords operating on the inside with that Princess of Wands there. Absolutely love it so much. The Page of Wands cards too are also the 11-11s for me. Page of Wands is 11-11. Page of Swords is going to be 22-22, but it's also 11-11 and 11-11. So do you see how that can multiply out? And as the strength is coming in and within this fence, within this pasture, within this cell structure, within this communication, it has to be there to hold all that potential, which is clearly making room for. Let's see what that card is. Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh. See, look at that. Empress is knowing her ground. These intentions are so true. It's just a little bit of intimidation from this masculine, because he's also represented in that card. The Sun's right here on the opposite side. But the female here, who is truthfully intended, honey, he absolutely has eyes on you. You are the most beautiful woman he has seen. He has realized now why he's had to go through all of those traumas, traumas. Like, is that the masculine version of trauma? Trauma is like the feminine version, and trauma is like the masculine version. Like tomato, right? But you know what I mean? He's had so much trauma to work through, just as this Queen of Wands has. Because right in between here is this Page of Wands, is that Knight of Wands and Knightess of Wands. So they both have started this maturing from the very, very core down to the root, because this is this nervous system. This is where the temperament comes on in. And as the truth can rise above and they both can trust each other in the truth, look what's left to be gained. So beautiful. Let's get the bottom of the deck. Oh my effing God. Page of Swords, look at that. See, this Page of Swords is the present position, which would be 2 of Swords along with that 10 of Swords, because that 11 is there. And we also called out 22, and that's right here as well. Oh my gosh, how beautiful, Father. If we have that Page of Wands leaving behind to fuel this Page of Swords, then that Page of Cups is right there on the backside in one of these paradigms. But also it's the Knight of Swords and Knightess of Swords, which is only going to mature towards this energy here. As that Knight and Knightess of Swords comes in, that means that the Queen and King are very present. This is this present energy. Both of you are operating out of the truth and just learning to trust. And it's very apparent. If that Queen of Wands is there, then that person, that King of Wands, is right there on the backside. Just because we can't see them doesn't mean it's not there. The moon will show you. Don't be afraid of the truth. How beautiful. I love this energy. Let's get another one. 4 of Wands. Oh my gosh. We talked about that 4 of Wands. It's not yet been accepted. It's not polarizing because it has yet to earn this potential, but it will. And it is absolutely desirable. It is absolutely. This raises us within to this Tropic of Cancer, the ultimate stability here. We also have the moon. We talked about that High Priestess energy. I mean, it's all here. This Empress has really shown herself and her insides and outs, because we see the Cups and the Swords, the mental stability and emotional stability, and all the work that's been done to change it here with Fire on Earth and being able to process it in the deepest, darkest places. Both parties have done it. Page of Swords, 4 of Wands, 3 of Swords. Well, this is exactly what has fueled that healing. Is look at the journals there, the secrets. There's that white feather, light as a feather. You're joking me, Father. I see it now. Both parties have done so much equality and stabilizing their mental conditions, being able to not overthink, not even assume anything, be able to trust one another and be able to move forward. We saw that 3 of Swords here. Well, that 10 of Swords will be there along with this, so that would make us that Knight of Swords to that Queen of Swords. So we're clearly seeing it being confirmed coming in here. King of Cups, that Queen of Cups right there on the backside, and the Hermit. Absolutely, they've already gone in and done the work. We're going to pull this next deck, the Love Oracle, and we're just going to tap in a little further to these intentions, because we've already seen the confirmation here. It's very truthful. It just needs some extra time to be able to really invest and build. And look at the Cups royalty is right here with this 3. Absolutely. And the moon is what's fueling it. So it's just being able to trust it. There's the temperament energy. See? Absolutely. Both parties have absolutely worked on their nervous systems, and they're both going to be able to blend. And this is so beautiful too, you guys, because both of you who if you stem from these traumas and these anxieties, you're both going to be able to comfort each other and not harm each other further in the process. Both of you are going to understand what it's like, and you're going to be there to help each other cope. And it's going to be so calm and so good. So good. I feel it already. This is why this Cloud 9 energy is here. The feathers. All right, Father, let's do we have that 3 of Cups there. I want to do this 3 of Cups energy. 3 of Cups energy, Father, for both parties. I want to know what they're going to be celebrating here. What are they going to be celebrating here? I mean, I feel as if the masculine's already celebrating. Like, this masculine is really like, I can't lose this opportunity. Like, I've never met a Queen of Wands like her. And she's mirroring so much of me. And I don't even feel as if it's a twin flame situationship. I truly just feel as if it's soulmate. Like, these souls are finally coming together. There could be twin flame history in the past. However, that is dead and gone now. It's all karmic partners at this point because they were not able to awaken themselves and heal. However, there is spirituality here. We see the Queen of Wands. We saw the High Priestess. We see the moon. We saw the intuition. We saw the mental stability. So it's absolutely present here. Let's see, coffin and a cassette tape and the depolarizing energy. Well, this is beautiful, I feel as if, because it's showing that they're no longer wanting to think in their past mindset. They put an end to it. They want to be able to move forward, have this thoughts of freedom and this intuition to be able to rule them in their true self behaviors instead of their old self-harm behaviors. They don't want to taint the relationship, otherwise it would be contaminated and then it would die overall. But this is just, the truth here, and being able to balance it. Like, no, I have to trust her. No, I have to know that she's being truthful. No, I have to know know that she's being genuine. Same thing with the feminine. No, I have to know that he's not going to hurt me. No, I have to know that he's not going to be unfaithful. No, I have to know all this, but I have to give it time because of the past traumas here. And this is why it's just a little, got to put an end to that mindset thinking. And then you'll be able to celebrate because you won't be self-limiting yourself. You won't be even having those self-harm behaviors, and which could absolutely taint your person as well. All right, Lord, what else is here with the moon? Let's do the moon here. The masculine's not afraid to let the feminine in all the way down to his deepest, darkest secrets. I'm hearing. The moon is here. Healing heart. The phoenix, rise above. The healing heart's this past energy for this masculine I'm feeling. I'm hearing. This masculine is rose above, rose within. He's suffered through all of his fire, which we saw clearly with those wands energy here. What else is here? Mask and the negative. Absolutely, because that truth has come to play here with this King of Swords and Queen of Swords energy. They're not wearing a mask. They understood that they used to wear a mask when they weren't in their Old Testament, or when they were in their Old Testament still. And this is why this healing heart had to take place. The healing heart had to come to balance out the mask wearing, to shed that mask off. And that's why that phoenix rose above within that moon. That phoenix rose from that deepest, darkest trenches of that masculine. And the hammer, yep, look at that. Absolutely, there's that self-development I'm hearing, this construction, being able to build a solid foundation together. That's their ultimate wish. That's their ultimate desire there. They've done the work. They're not fucking around with everything that they've done. And that's why it's so truth-based. It's very, there's fears that still try to come in, but it's the gung-ho to stay strong, right? We saw that strength. Lord, let's do this Queen of Wands energy. This Queen of Wands energy and the Queen of Wands mindset. Whoa, flying on the floor again. Let's see here. 2 cards. Whoa, heartbroken and love call. Well, let's see, this Queen of Wands, this is what I'm talking about. This is this Queen of Wands feminine's past. We saw the past here and that mindset there. This is balancing this out now. The moon to the sun, I see, Father. This feminine had really had to get out of the mindset of not letting her fears and her heart hold her back, to need these validations, to need these positive affirmations, to need this constant reassurance. And this is this feminine's mindset. I mean, this person is making sure that he's not bringing his fears into it, but her fear is in this mindset overall. And this love call comes in from this whole you know, maybe he's going to call me and tell me you're kind of looking forward too much to the text messages. You're kind of just hoping that they'll text you and trying to be patient and all of this. But at the same time, you're also still expecting another person to come in and do this. Or this person has done this lately. Someone from the past, maybe this Queen of Wands original twin flame. There's someone that's definitely, there's options here. I heard there's options. But this feminine is very, very, very going towards this masculine because of the mirroring that was so apparent that we saw. Lord, let's do the Queen of Wands to the Queen of Swords and King of Swords energy here. I want to see what's going to match this here, this paradigm here with this healing heart and the rise of the phoenix for the masculine. When I looked at the camera, it was 2222. Shut up, Lord. I love it. This feminine's mindset within the rise of the phoenix herself, and being able to mirror that healing heart and taking the mask off. This is why she doesn't want to be still waiting for their messages. She doesn't want to be waiting on them. Let's see here. Let's see here. Separation in the negative. See, this feminine, this feminine, she's, it's like when you don't hear from this masculine for too long, you start to get these fears of being abandoned. And at the same time, it's because of that person who originally did this to you. Every time they call you, they trauma bond you, fuck you, and leave you in the morning, and then you're still feeling this way. This is depolarizing because you have yet to accept it, that this is just separation here. And the separation isn't with the twin flame, it's with yourself, sweetheart, this feminine. You need to be able to calm yourself down, understand that you yourself can give you the positive affirmations. And if he is being truthful and consistent, he just needs time, just like you do. And the more patient you are in setting intentions for like, okay, I'm just going to let this day go by as it is. And if I win today, then I'm going to win the rest of the week because I've already started to win every single day and get myself in the habit of that. Lord, let's do one more here. What else with this feminine? With this feminine's intentions here. Feminine's intentions here. She wants to be able to trust too. She wants to be able to trust. She wants a love that she doesn't have to question. And so now it's like, it's okay, if we want this happily ever after, y'all, are you finally able to accept it when it actually comes in? Let's see. Date. See, it's the fear of she's still hanging on to this last person because of the fear-based intentions. That's all it is. I don't feel like there's an emotional connection there anymore. She's just very much in the habit of being left alone. But she's not allowing herself to separate from those thoughts, bring herself back together, and then look at his intentions are here. So her own mindset is separating her from this true opportunity that's calling her right here. This Three of Cups and there. It's beautiful. Beautiful. We also see these two here he wants to bring out, or a couple here. Look at Axe and the Hammer, girl talk, twin flames. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, we called that twin flames energy for sure. This girl talk comes with this communicating with herself and this high priestess energy, and this is where she wants to break up the separation and stop the pattern. I really feel this, feminine. I'm very proud of you for wanting to stop this own mindset of yours. It's very difficult because you've been so in the same operating system for so long that all of a sudden it's like a true opportunity is here to continue challenging yourself and taking this mindset and being able to keep the boundaries that you've made with that twin flame, because you don't want to miss an amazing opportunity that's here from this masculine. I mean, it's a whole brand new person, but it's true soulmate energy. Not enough. Yeah, that's not feminine. Masculine's is going to be underneath there at the bottom of the deck, but let's talk about this first. This is where that feminine's mindset stems from. This fear overall that you're not going to be enough for this new masculine, but he has done the work. He wouldn't be spending his time talking to you. He wouldn't be spending his time focusing on what to invest. So feminine, you just got to cool your tits for a little bit. Okay, he's right around the corner. Just give it time, and then you're going to see the investment, and then it's going to flow exactly how you want it. Stabbed in the back. Well, this is both parties. This is why the masculine is making sure that he's not wearing the mask, that he's able to bring his own emotional stability to the mental conversations, because you both have felt this. You both have felt the heartbreak. You both have been healing from it. There's like a year period at least that has been taking place here. Passion. See, yes, exactly. They both have healed what has pained them, what has stabbed them in the heart so much because of this overall fear. The mirroring is here. I just heard mirroring. They both have fears. You and your masculine, or masculine, you and the feminine. You guys were adults with the energies. They both have fears. You both have fears of not being good enough for a really truthful connection. The chemistry is here. The passion is here. You know, we saw that tower, and the tower also goes back to the mouth. I mean, there's a lot of kissing taking present all of a sudden. And I mean, look at how beautiful she is to you. Look at how beautiful he is to you. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if you were stuck in his face, because this is how you feel. So if you can feel that in the present moment, isn't that what you'd want to feel in your present moment at all times? Which is that cloud nine feeling, that light as a feather feeling. So it's just this challenge, y'all, to be able to keep your mindset in the positive place, because that way you can continue setting the emotional and potential intentions towards a really amazing outcome. Underneath this passion, we'll see Heart with the Key, meeting the one. See, oh, what's this coming out now? What's this coming out now? Wedding rings in the negative. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet, but it definitely is. There's definitely intentions there. Let's get the secret card, and then we're going to wrap it up. Seven of Swords. Okay, well, Page of Swords is here. That's going to be our 11 of Swords and our 7 of Swords. So there's 4 of Swords there, sweetheart, in between there to backdoor that 4 of Wands. And we saw 44. So now we saw 11, 11, 22, and now we're seeing 44. So what happens with 33? 33, 333, if we count all 3 powers, means good things are coming. Be patient, be still. Set positive intentions for allowing this to come in, because you are so deserving. Both of you are. And I know how much you want to jump each other's bones, because it's truthful. It's amazing. Allow it to come in for you. I love you, and God loves you more than me. Wounds into light. Brown chicken.